Welcome everyone, FXwithTerry.com. Free signals group. And we have premium signals, which is a lot more volume than the free. Full auto trading. It is Friday, March 15th, 9:01 a.m. Mountain Time, Southwestern Desert. Cold and rainy today. What the hell? 2 days ago, I was walking around with my shirt off. It was 100 degrees. Now today, it's like 47 and rainy. Crazy weather. So we'll get into the trading that we have been doing, the trading that is done. This is the end of the week, and I do have some continual, beware, I continually improve. I probably could tell you an improvement I make every day. That's my passion for this stuff. So quite a few improvements and some things that I'll share with you, and we'll also dig into the group because I think I've kind of left on the table. I make a lot of announcements and updates and upgrades and things that are going on, and it just kind of gets lost in the live chat because we're so active in there. So I'm going to try to continually every morning get back in there, show you the additions I'm making to the menu, and continually talk about improving, because you can always improve. Always improve. And let's dig into it here. We'll get into this. Let's just go right through the trading, right? One of the things I do you won't see in anyone else. You won't see in signals groups. You won't see Forex traders that are trying to teach stuff. I'm showing you the trades. My trades always win. Listen to those words. I'm revealing my secret here. My trades always win. I'm sending you out the same trades I'm taking. Will you bid properly for your account size? Will you, I got a runny nose now. Will you bid properly? Will you bid properly for your account? I don't know if you will. I don't know if you will. I want you to, and I certainly will help you inside of the group. If you're catching this on YouTube, why don't you join us? FXwithTerry.com. Come on in here. I see so many people come in that have been unfortunately brainwashed from all of the training that you see on YouTube. Everyone's showing you, well, we entered here, and they're showing their chart. No, you didn't. You didn't enter. Show us your trade. Show us your trades. What are you doing? Show us your profit and loss statement. Show it. Show it. You won't. You can't. They don't. They don't have it because they're losing. The only way you will lose with my system is if you overbid or overtrade. Overtrade means of the 22 currency pairs that we're throwing around, and gold and indexes and US 30, if you trade too many of those, you could be in trouble. So what we're looking at here on the screen, and it might be, I'm curious if you guys got any feedback from me, because I'm pumping the heat today, which is absolutely insane. So it'll shut off in a little bit here. But I'm pumping the heat, sitting here in my RV in the middle of nowhere. I know, weird, right? This Forex guy who programs all this stuff is sitting out in the middle of the desert by himself. Yeah, I'm called an introvert. Now, you wouldn't know that if you meet me in person, because I am not introverted in person. We're looking at the free signal, and let's dig into this one a little bit. So we're at about $14 in profit on this signal. You could bid whatever you want. And this AUDCHF is the free signal that I sent out. We've been holding this for a week and a half. I don't control the market. I have no control over the market. Now, let's also be transparent, and we'll talk about someone that came in the group last night and said, is this trade still valid? Kind of gave me an idea on the update that I'm going to do today. If the trade has not hit take profit, let's go to the chart here. And I'll turn it sideways so you can maybe see it better. The take profit is down here. We're in a sell trade. Take profit's down here. So we've just been like candles, just the price just going sideways, which is fine. But Doug in the group made a point that kind of like really hit me today, which I just naturally do, I watch these trades, especially a slow mover like AUD CHF, and we're looking at the day chart here. Doug said he jumped in, entered some trades last night because he seen that it was just going sideways, bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down, and he just jumped into a sell and woke up and seen some nice profits and just hit take profit, just closed the trade at profit. I'm like, yes, that's exactly how you're supposed to do this. Now, if you're a brand new person, you come in, one of the reasons you come in and take the trade, but one of the reasons I send trades out like this, AUD CHF in the free signals area, is for a million reasons, right? But one of the reasons is I want to give brand new people a slow moving pair that's methodical, that you can enter. I mean, let's be honest, based off of what Doug was saying, here's a new thing I'm going to say. You could enter this thing over and over and over and over again. It's got a decent little ways to go to the take profit line here. You could take 100 trades. And I know I'm being a little bit, degenerate gambler here, but you could enter. That does not mean, and let's be honest, listen, I am no future teller, right? That does not mean that the price can't back out and continue to go. But remember, this is a slow mover, and we will scale in, and we will scale in, and we will scale in, and mathematically drag that take profit closer to where we want to go, and we will profit from this trade no matter what. The basic underlying concept is that you don't overbid and overtrade for your account. I'll say it over and over again. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna do something here that I don't normally do, but let's do it just for shits and giggles. And I'll show you something. I could be completely wrong. If what I'm about to look at is wrong, I'll tell you why it's wrong. But let's take a look at this. We'll probably come down to a lower time frame. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the F at the top here, and I'm going to add an indicator to the chart. Just in this particular scenario to show you how to jump into these trades, and potentially, I could be wrong. I'm a degenerate gambling hack. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this would be pretty good for you. Like when to jump in, and this is not a big mover, so it's not going to happen fast, but when to jump in on this. So I'm going to hit the F. I'm going to go to main window. What I'm looking for here is the RSI, the Relative Strength Index. It is right here. I'm going to click that. And what I'm going to do, I've already got it set at a period of 4, but it will standard will be a period of 14. Set it at 4. Okay. And then I like to set my levels at 15%, which is 15% near the bottom, 85% near the top, and 50% is the middle line. Okay. And in this case, it's going to be yellow. So let me go ahead and hit done, and you'll see it down here. Okay. Now, you can see up here my 85% line is right here, my 15% line, and then obviously 0% is at the bottom and 100% at the top, right? But when the RSI, and again, this is not a great entry signal, but it's a great what's it doing right now signal. And we're in a trade, right? So what's it doing right now? I don't think I would use this as an entry, but let's look. We're in the trade, right? That's when I analyze trades. We're in a trade. Show me someone else doing that. They're not. I'm going to reduce the time frame. Let's take a look at, there's the 15-minute. Let's take a look at, I'm just looking for something here. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. So we're looking at the 15-minute here, and I'm wondering, maybe I'm guessing, and I'm thinking Doug probably didn't do this. So if you didn't, this might even help you even more. But if I scroll back, remember each one of these candles 15 minutes. So I'm scrolling back, let's see, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. Notice the RSI touches the 85% line here, and then just drops away. Okay. We know we're selling on AUD CHF. That's what we're in. We're in sell trades. But you could continue to jump in. And again, it's AUD CHF is slow mover, right? It's not going to hurt you as long as you're not over bidding for your account, and maybe you're only trading this pair, or maybe you're in some other trades and they're not hitting your margin level too much. So what you do is when you see that touch or potentially go through, we'll look back in time. That's a good time to say, looks like we're going to get just a temporary pullback, a temporary motion in the direction of our sell trade. And it typically can be exactly the same. I wonder, let's turn this sideways and see if this looks, this looks a little bit better, doesn't it? So like here, right? And again, I know it's not real fair. I'm looking back in history and yeah, this would happen, but you know, take a look at this, even down here, right? Now, I don't want to trade against the trend. I shouldn't say the trend. I don't want to trade against what my system, my algorithm is doing. So we're in a sell trade. So I'm not looking for buy trades. But a buy signal would be this little hook down here below the 15% line. And you would have bought somewhere in this area, right? And then it did move up a little bit. But if we are already in a sell trade, you could like take this one. This is a little bit of a fake out. But if you held on to it, you'd be okay. So here was a little bit of a fake out, okay? It touched the top, so you would have sold somewhere right here. The price moved against you a little bit, and then it finally went, okay? So did we know that's going to happen? No. But even here, where it didn't quite reach the 85% line, I like to have it extend itself to 85%. You could have done a sell trade right here. It's short-term sell trade, and when do you get out? You can get out when the RSI touches the bottom, or you could just get out taking a little bit of profit. It's called scalping. You could scalp profits from this AUD CHF trade. Like we've been in it for weeks. You could scalp, or a week and a half. You could scalp profits off of something like this over and over and over and over again. What I would suggest you do is, there's not many opportunities that we're looking at here where it was really overextended. Let's just go back and see if, and again, we're looking at the 15-minute chart, see if there's really any overextended. There, it barely touched. You would have entered right here. Price moved against you a little bit and then did a really nice downturn. So if we're already in this trade, you can play it and you could scalp profits off of it. There's a pretty extended push over the top, but look what happened. Again, this is not a big volatile pair, not a lot of volatility. It went kind of sideways up a little bit, came back down. You would have got a little profit out of that. So if let me move, let's look at like a time frame, see if I can find anything. Let's look at like the 4 hour, although that's probably going back too far. Let's just look at the 1 hour real quick. You have to kind of mess with the time frames, probably the smaller time frames. I mean, heck, we'll go back and look, but we were in the sell trade. Let's see. So we were in the sell trade probably back here. So none of these would have been, the hour time frame wouldn't have worked really good. Let's go to like just the 1 minute. Let's just go look at the 1 minute. So there's some 1 minute opportunities here. You can see a current one that played out. You're getting a little bit of movement, but these didn't play out very good, right? So I like kind of a middle of the road time frame, 15 minutes. And again, this is not a big mover, so you could do these things as long as, like, I'll give you an example. Let's say you're scalping this, and let's take an opportunity here. Let's say you're scalping this, and you place a sell trade when the RSI 4 extends. Now, I can't measure this on my phone, but you did. That would have been a nice entry. You got a little bit of movement. Don't be trying to ride the trend and all this stuff. You're going to make small profits, right? The more you bid, the more you're going to make. But keep this mindset. If you mess up and you enter and it doesn't go in your direction, you're still in the same direction that we are in. So let's say you enter and it just moves away from you and never goes in your direction. I shouldn't say never. in the moment and the time you're scalping. No big deal. Watch this. I'll go back and look at the trade. I'll look at what the take profit is. I'll just leave that trade go. It'll be in a little bit of drawdown. I'll just leave that trade go, and I'll set the take profit to 0.57741 and move on. Typically what will happen, if here's another way to look at it, and forget all the scalping and the short term and the indicator and all this complexity. You know, this is a free signal. You know we're an AUD CHF sell trade. We are going to profit. This trade is going to take profit. It's been hovering in profit, in a little bit of drawdown, in profit, because the market's going sideways. I don't control the market. Someone came into the group last night and said, well, is this still valid? I mean, you entered this like a week and a half ago. I'm like, it's fucking beautiful. What are you talking about? And I said, and people probably think I'm an angry smartass because I'm pretty strong about this stuff. I'm like, enter the trade. I don't control the market. We're entering the trade off of an algorithm that's a hell of a lot smarter than us. If this goes a couple trades against us, which obviously it did, it went into 2 trades here, but now it's, the entire basket's in profit. It may back out and it may go into negative again up here. No big deal. It may add another trade. No big deal. The mathematics are going to work out. As long as you didn't overbid on that first and second trade, pretty simple stuff. I know you guys that have been here for a while get tired of me. I say the same damn thing. Well, guess what? When you're successful at something, it's the same. Like this is how it works. You're going to say it 18 million times. So we've closed nothing in a week and a half on the free signals. And I think I said this earlier. I'll say it again. I'm not giving you guys free signals that are going to make you rich overnight. I'm going to give you the slowest pairs. You're new. You're most likely new. If you're coming in here and you're an experienced trader, most likely you're brainwashed and you got a bunch of bad mind viruses. Someone came in last night and said, I've been trading for a year and I don't understand your signal. Okay. Start asking. My signal's my signal's my signal. It also gave me an idea for an update that I am programming and will be testing, and I want you guys to be aware of. And other people will say, well, wait, where's this? You'll see. We'll get there. So nothing closed there, but if I go to history, and we look at what's been closed for the week, it's still, $49.89. That's a signal. You could have bid whatever you want. For the month, $253. Now, the market's been slower than slow. But that's free signals also. I gave you $253 worth of free signals in the last 30 days that all won. That's pretty damn good for free. Mark says, we can't get enough of hearing you repeat yourself. Sometimes it's like a 3-year-old. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't put it in your mouth. Don't eat it. Oh, okay. You got to tell them over and over again. I just made a reference and called you guys 3-year-olds. Well, if you're 3-year-olds, I'm like a 2.5-year-old, so I'm in my terrible 2s. All right. Moving on. That is the free signal. We will come back to the free signal concept. I'm going to tell you something that's going to affect free signals and premium signals. That's, I think, is pretty cool, but it's a little nuance. Jump in these trades when you want to. Pause screen, account list. Give me a second here. I want to pull up my account list and go. So that was free. Let's take a look at what's going on in the premium signals. Premium signals costs a little bit of money each month, but it's more volume. You're going to get more trades. Right now we have 4 trades open in premium, which I'm not going to share because that is something that costs some money. So we got 4 trades open. And nothing has closed for the day. We just don't have a lot of movement. For the week, we've closed 2,000. When I say for the week, for the last, this looks back at the last 7 days. $2,690.13 in premium signal trades. You could have bid more and made more. If your account's smaller, you could bid less and make less. Man, the sun is just like blowing me up today. Let me see if I can make a little adjustment here. Wow, that's insane. How about that? Whoa. You know what? I did crank up the brightness yesterday. Let me crank down the brightness so my face is not glowing so much. There we go. A little bit more normal. Hi. Hi, how are you? I'm Terry. All right, so that's what is going on with premium. Looking good, beautiful. Love it. You want some more volume? You don't want to go full auto trader? I can't imagine why you would. Again, you know, it's like I'm a Forex drug dealer, right? I give away a little bit of free stuff. You're like, oh, that's really good. That's really good stuff. Give me some premium, right? And then you come in and get the premium and get more volume. And then you're like, man, I'm fucking addicted. This is insane. Why don't I go full auto trader? Yeah, you should. That's what you should be doing. You like my drug reference there? All right, next account we are going to look at. We're going to look at the 10 pip hybrid feed. If you don't know what that is, ask in the group. I've given the account information. You can monitor it yourself. We'll be testing this for 2 weeks, but I'll tell you right now, I'm going to be using this on like hedge funds and stuff. Like this is a really good feed. This is a really good feed because it's stable. So, sharing the screen. Here's what's going on in the 10 pip feed. We are trading Group 3, and we've got AUD, CAD, Euro Chief, basically going sideways, and NZD USD, which let's point something out here. We're in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades. I'm completely happy with that. I literally am losing no sleep. The mathematics will work out for us. And here's the deal. We're not trading any other NZD pairs. We're not trading any other USD pairs in this group, are we? Now, technically this group does have another NZD pair in it, NZD JPY. Because I didn't have any other place to put that one particular pair, I put it into Group 3. So we weren't doing, like, I don't want to trade NZD USD and then GBP NZD. I don't want to trade the two NZDs against each other. And I really don't want to be in two NZDs. So all I did was go into the system, because I'm the puppet master, and I just blocked it. I'm like, all right, we're in NZD USD. I really don't want to get, what was it, NZD JPY, I think, is the other NZD. I'm puppeteering this thing. I can do that. I have control over it, and I always will, because guess what? All of these trades that you guys get and you guys see in this automated, I take them all on my live accounts, all over the place. Okay, so what I get and what I manage is what you get. This is going to be an incredible trade. Incredible trade. Let's go look at it on the chart. Let's scroll out to about the 4 hour. Let's go to the day. Get rid of my markings here. So yeah, it's just done a pullback. In this particular case, I'm not, if you look at it, yeah, I'm not copying the take profit. The take profit in this hybrid automated feed is virtual. I've just done that to, my system places a trade, and then it updates the trade with the take profit. It does not, my system, my algorithm, because of speed, and that's how I build it, it places the trade immediately. Once a trade, it places the trade, and then it goes back and it updates the take profit. And it can cause a lot of kind of like server drag down and things like that. This is just, I did this for speed, and man, is it fast, and it's beautiful, and it's nice. And in fact, I did the exact same programming, and we'll get to look at that at the high profit feed. And what a trade we took this morning. The speed, wait till you see this. I know I already posted it in the group. Wait till you see this. If this doesn't blow your mind, like, this changed my life this morning, what I'm going to show you in a minute here, which I believe is next. So yeah, I'm not copying the take profits. It's just entering the trade, and it's managing it. I don't have to send another message to the copier to update the take profit. And in fact, you have that power also inside of your copy trade system. It will be faster and less errors. Not that there are errors, but just in copies and different brokers and copy systems and different brokers. You can just say, yeah, don't send me the take profit. because it's going to update that take profit on all of the previous trades. You know, when this trade down here gets a new take profit, it's going to update it here, 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 and here. And that's just extra server resources you really don't need. The reason you don't really need the take profit in your auto copier is that when my basket of trades closes, yours will get the close. So it doesn't, you know, the only reason you would ever need or want the take profit on your auto system is if the copier fails. However, if you're paying attention and the copier fails and you got trades here, you know, that are completely in profit, you can close your own trades out earlier if you want to. If this basket of trades was profitable enough for you, just close them. Take profit. It's your account. Your account. Do whatever you want. So a lot of flexibility with what I have. In terms of closed overnight, 2 trades. Now remember, this is an auto feed. Yeah, I'm bidding 0.07. With the auto feed, you can bid whatever you want. So I made $18.32 here. I could have made $1,832. I just bid more. You can bid more. Get a bigger account, bid more or bid less, right? You have full control over that. So I know a lot of people, the reason they don't show their trades is because they're making like $8 a trade. I'm like, okay, well, with my system, you can make whatever you want. I shouldn't say whatever you want, whatever's realistic to your account, your leverage, your broker, right? Your risk appetite. My risk appetite lately is just, I'm like, you know what? I don't want to play. I'll go for 5% a month. I said this yesterday, and people are like, what about the 10% club? You guys can develop a 1,000% club. You should do what you want. Terry's internal personal club is 5% a month. I'm done at 5%. I'm happy with it, but I'm also trading a lot of accounts, and it's just my own personal. Like, I don't really like being up in the middle of the night, hovering over my trades, closing out losses because not the system's wrong, because I was wrong and I bid too much. So let's move on. What I'm about to show you, if it doesn't blow your mind, eject from the group and go find something that gives you passion in life. So let me pull up the account here. I'm going to show you 2 things. Pay attention. So we're going to look at the high profit auto trading feed. Why does it feel like my camera keeps moving? I'm going to show you the high profit auto trading feed. And when I say feed, I'll explain that in a second here. Pulling it up. Here it is. We are currently in no trades. I'll share this with you. And this is a feed. This automatically feeds your broker account. Paying attention to my account size doesn't freaking matter what it is. This is going to take a trade and automatically send it to you. So this trades gold, US 30, NAS 100, SPX 500, and US oil. Now, something I should say up front, I don't know if everybody knows this. I mean, obviously the volume is on gold and US 30. You're not going to see a lot of NAS 100 trades. When you do, they're massively profitable. You're not going to see a lot of SPX 500. We haven't seen an SPX 500 trade in a month. We've seen 1 or 2 oil trades, maybe 3 weeks ago. But the volume of trading is gold and US 30 in this account. And I always say this is a signal. It's not a signal, but understand this. This is a base level automated trading feed, and it's going to send trades to your account. You bid whatever you want. So I want you to, I'll show you what the base is here. So I bid a base bid of $1 on gold. So it split it out over 2 trades. And I bid a base bid of $1 on US 30. So it split it out over 3 trades. Look at that. So trade number 2 in gold shows nothing. That's because the price backed out. We got out at break even. Okay. So the first one was profitable at $14.91. You can bid whatever you want. And I'm going to show you another account where I took these exact, like, go ahead and take a photo with your eyes, right? Take a photo with your eyes here of what the pricing is and stuff, or you can go back and rewind this after the replay. I took these exact same trades at a higher bid on a larger account. And if it doesn't blow your effing mind, like if this doesn't blow your mind, we're making $326.09 bidding 70 cents, 30 cents, 70 cents, 20 cents, and 10 cents. What? What? Yeah, incredible. Okay. So I'm gonna pause and hold on to your pants. Okay, ladies, hold on to your skirt. So this is what I'm about to show you, a larger account, exact same signal trades that I took this morning, and then we're gonna look at something. So take a look at this morning, a $9,902.70 profit. But guess, because I'm just bidding more, right? But do you see this basket of US 30 trades? That trade launched and took profit in 1 minute and 35 seconds. What? You can't fake this shit, right? This is real. You can see my take profit. You can see my entry price. Like, this blew me away. I've seen big trades before. I don't know why. This just hit me in the gut this morning that I went. Because guess what the drawdown was on this? Zero. Z-E-R-O. Zero. I just happened to be watching this account this morning, making some coffee, and I heard it go ding, and I looked at it, and the ding on the basic auto trade account, when I looked at the profit, was $90. Immediately. Zero drawdown. Absolute incredible. Incredible. So on a $10,000 account, you would have essentially doubled it in 1 minute and 35 seconds on that US 30 trade. I guess technically it was what, 9,300 or something like that, 9,500. Unbelievable. I know I'm leaning on this a lot, you guys. This is life-changing, game-changing stuff. Now, do you want to see the profit for the week here, for the last 7 days? $80,994.06 on this account. It's a big account. My point is, the signal's just bidding more. You want to look at what it is for the month? $136,107.20. Don't forget the 20 cents. Proof of concept is what this is. Absolute proof of concept. Now, let's go back here and let me tell you something. Let's go back to the day. There's a couple trades from the one profitable trade feed active and live there. But again, those, the standard pairs right now are all just kind of going sideways. Like, I'll show you that. I have nothing to hide, right? That USD CHF just going sideways, right? But that will profit. Absolutely will profit. So here's what I did. If you're curious, all of this stuff, especially with US 30 and gold, is speed. It is speed. If I sent you this signal and you tried to manually enter this, you wouldn't have probably made anything. The price moved in 1 minute and 35 seconds. I think it actually did kind of keep going today, but normally makes that move and comes back and you didn't get it. So I'm like, all right, knowing that, not that my system was slow, but I was like, how do I make this ultimately faster? So it's the same thing that I've done with the auto feed, that hybrid feed that I was just showing you. I send the trade and I virtual the system, and the AI, the algorithm has a virtual take profit. So in this particular case, US 30, if you look at these numbers here, when this US 30 trade launched at 388.03, it did set a stop loss and it did set a take profit. However, what it actually set was the 38,900 profit, right, on trade number 3. And on trade number 1 and 2, it didn't set any take profit. It did not send the take profit to your account, right? Even though you see it here, 38,900. That's just when it took profit. The price moved so fast, it moved through all 3 take profits almost at once. So the fact that I'm not sending the take profit and then I'm not sending all of these updates. This happens a lot faster. And it's the same thing with the auto feed. You know, if you don't want to copy the take profit and the updates, it's just going to speed everything up a little bit more. In the end, you know, at the end of the year, it's probably an extra, in this account, it's probably an extra, you know, $1,000 of profit. On a regular auto trade feeds, probably at the end of the year, it's probably an extra $100 worth of profit, just because it's faster. It's speed of implementation. All right, so I don't know, blows my mind. That's incredible. In fact, I'm so impressed with the new programming on this feed that I am absolutely opening a dedicated account today for these US 30 trades. I'm doing it. And you know what? It's going to be a small account. I'm going to start a small account. I'm probably going to start $1,000 or $2,000 account and just let these trades go in there and you know, start out at a low bid and just ramp it up and just push it up. I'd love to take a couple $1,000 account to 100,000, you know, this year using these US 30 trades. Is it possible? Absolutely. I mean, 10 grand in one day? I'm only bidding $21 per pip. That's not outrageous. That's not $200 per pip. $21 per pip, $6 per pip, and $3 per pip. Right? So what are we there? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So $20, $30. Yeah, $30 total. So that's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I just heard a trade go off. We're going to get a notification here in a second. Maybe it won't come through while I'm sharing the screen. So nonetheless, pause. Let's jump on to some of the other accounts and I'll get onto the updates. Let's see, account list. Looked at that. Look at that. Let's go look. I have not looked at this account today. The $3,000 account that I'm trading to 100,000. Let's take a look at that. Account 945. You know what? Wow, we got some volume on that sucker. I turned on 9 currency pairs for this account. Remember, we forced some losses last week because I was showing you some sample overbidding. I put the bid down to a 5x instead of a 15x. So probably still bidding a little bit too much in terms of like, although, you know, my margin level percent, 2,300, not bad. I think you can see what's happening is this NZD CAD is getting a little bit of push and NZD USD is getting a push. But it's looking good. Feels good. I don't know what's closed overnight. $18.22 in an $1,800 account. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All 3 trades closed in profit last night. Look at that. Look what it's doing at a 50 cent per pip bid. It's making $5, $6, $7. That's really nice. That's a tiny little account also. So I got to kind of watch it there. But again, I'm only trading 9 pairs. And what I really want to do with this, I said this yesterday, what I really want to do with this is as soon as my 10 pip hybrid feed is ready to go, which it really is, I'll probably make it available next week. I'll probably attach the 10 pip hybrid feed to this account. Either that or my one profitable trade feed, just because they're stable, they're slow, they're methodical, and I'm not going to have to do any forced management. And I'll probably bring the lot size back on the 10 pip hybrid feed here. I'll probably bring the lot size back to 3, maybe 3x or 30 cents. So we'll see. All right, pause. Let's see if there's any more accounts to look at. Already looked at that. Yeah, one more account to look at. I have not looked at this, but this is a 1K live account. Just another example, getting a different level of my auto trades. So let me pull it up here. 41069 is the account number. Here it is. Oh yeah, looking good. I think what I did was I really pulled back on this account. Can't exactly. Oh, this is getting this $1,000 live account, well, $1,280, is getting a feed, an automated feed called my One Profitable Trade feed. So right now, the One Profitable Trade feed is in a USD CHF trade. I turned this on after the system was already in one USD CHF trade, so this thing grabbed the next one that went off. So it's looking really good. Nothing count, proof of concept, just showing you guys what you can get away with and what you should bid if you're going to start out with small accounts. This thing has made a 28% gain in a month. That's pretty darn good. I know the numbers don't impress you, but I mean, you start $1,000 account like this and you make, $280 in the month. That's paying something for you. I don't know. That's half of a car payment. Maybe that's car insurance. That's a week's worth of groceries. I don't know. That's probably what I spend a week, right? As a single guy. Money is money is money, right? Money replenishes. So that's it for the accounts. Now, let's talk some updates. And to do that, I'm going to take you over to the group so I can kind of remind myself of all the updates. Before we head there, the most important one is this. Well, let's go look, because I'm going to need to use it as a reference. So let's go this and bring up the browser. There we go. So we're looking at the group here. We're looking at the free Discord group. Vintage Trader says, I hope AUD CHF hits take profit next week. You guys hope so much. It will take profit. It does. We can't control when, right? So yeah, of course it'll win. So in the menu over here, it's like people come into the group and they're like, where are the free trades? And I'm like, what do you mean, where are the free trades? They're in the trade signals free area, right? So a lot of people, most people live on their mobile device. And when you look at, in fact, we can do this real quick. I will. When you pull up Discord on your mobile device, excuse me, I will share my screen here. Let's go back to mobile real quick. So you don't see the menu, right? All you see is the live chat area. The arrow up at the top, I got so much going on my screen there. The arrow up at the top up here, you just hit the back button, and here's the entire menu. Okay? The entire menu is here. Now, if you're in the free signals area, you're not going to see premium signals area. You're not going to see the copy automation. Okay? You're not going to see that stuff. However, if you're brand new to this, Start Here is a great place to be. And then I'll go over to the desktop version here. And trade signals free. That's where they're at. High profit signals, that's kind of the beta version, and that really just shows a daily report of what we made. Today's report is going to be incredible. And then if you want to move over to the Telegram signals, you just go to that particular link, so on and so forth. So let me take you back here to the browser. So we're in the group here, and what I've been doing, let's scroll back, because you can see AUD CHF just keeps getting a daily report that says still running, still running, still running, right? I mean, we don't see that very often, but that's what we're seeing right now. So if you look back here, here's what I'm going to try to do, because I really wouldn't have known this until people started saying it. So when I send out a signal that says new order AUD CHF sell, the system I'm using sends the entry price. Frankly, that messes people up, because people that have taken signals before feel like they have to enter at that signal price or they're not in the trade properly. And with other signal services, you are 100% right, because their trades suck anyway. Not being a jerk, they lose. Especially, best way to lose is set a stop loss. Set a stop, take a loss. But what I'm going to try to do is, I already programmed it this morning, but it's quite complex, believe it or not. These are all templates that the system pulls data and fills out the template. I'm going to get rid of this entry price. Okay? Because it doesn't matter what the entry price is. As long as we have not closed AUD CHF at take profit, and all you can do is look at the chart. You see what my take profit is here, 0.57741. As long as it hasn't hit that take profit, then enter the trade. As long as you're at least a couple pips, whatever the spread is away, as long as you're like 3-4 pips away from that, you could enter and be slightly profitable. I'm not saying it's just going to go directly to that take profit and then back out. It could. A lot of the system AI that I send out does look at those types of things. I will tell you that it's not going to go much farther past that typically, right? So you could hold this trade and you could manually take profit a little bit past this particular sell point take profit. So I'm going to do my best, in case you guys wonder, and you see this, I'm going to do my best to remove the entry price, because at any time that this is still, like you can see, we're still not closed. And I retyped this morning. I said, oh, and you know what? That's where I screwed it up. I said, sell on Euro Chief. Boy, I better edit that right now. My freaking brain. That's where somebody was saying, hey, why do you say Euro Chief? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm not perfect. Let's see. AUDCHF. There you go. I'm an idiot. See, I'm degenerate. Don't follow a thing that I tell you. Don't follow. Always question everything, right? All right. So anyway, moving on. If someone's brand new in the group and it's time to upgrade, you just go to this menu link over here, upgrade premium or upgrade auto trade or upgrade high profit. Everything is in there, right? And down here, I'm going to highlight this because it kind of gets lost when I talk about it in the chat. Terry, am going to Vegas. I'll get there on May 1st. I'm leaving on the 8th. And after the 8th, I will start my trek back to southern Michigan, where I keep my airplane and fly my airplane all summer and take care of the old man's house and mow his lawn for him and, so on and so forth. That's just what I do. That's what good sons do, right? Of course, I'm going to build a pool this year in his backyard. He doesn't know that yet, but he don't care. I'm going to build a big pool in the backyard and just live in it this summer while I'm up there. So, meet me in Vegas. And I asked you guys in the group, and I've heard a few people kind of mention it. Let me know if you're going to be there. And then kind of the next thing I'm going to show you, but let me know if you're going to be there. Like, listen, I mean, I'm not making it some sort of formal event. You can come and hang out with me at my RV if you want to. I'm just staying at a nice RV park, probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes away from the strip. I'll just jump in an Uber and go down to the strip every day. And you know what? I'm just hanging out. I'm drinking. I'm eating. I'm walking around. I'm taking in the sights. I'm going to gamble. I love playing craps. If you guys want to show up and you know how to gamble other than craps, I'll show you how to do craps. I do this one bid. And I do pretty well with it. Either that or I'll lose my entire ass. But if you gamble, let's go gamble. Right? Let's take some of that Forex money and do something with it. But just let me know. Like anybody that's coming, I'll give you my phone number and we'll meet up. I'm going to go to clubs and restaurants and, whatever. I'm just hanging out literally all day, every day. I'm going to hang out. So if you want to hang out, let's do it. You want to talk Forex? We will. You want to talk about something else? We will. You want to do shots at the bar? We will. I'm going to. So I'm going and I'm going to do this either way. It's not some sort of sanctioned event for the group. However, I think it's going to become that. We'll see who shows up, right? So another thing that I added is the video training area over here. And I created a video on how to handle the free signals. And then someone said, can you make a video on how to handle the premium signals? There's nothing different. It doesn't change. Now, I'm wordy. I'm a wordy person. It's a 35-minute video. I tried to cover everything I could think of in terms of free signals, right? Or signals in general. I'm going to put other videos over here. Probably need to do a video and explain premium and explain auto trade and explain high profit and explain how to bid. I get that. So we're growing into that, but it's there. And then this, I don't know. I did this for fun. Yesterday, we couldn't take any trades on the new programming platform that I'm building some copy trading for. So I was like, all right, I'm going to build a t-shirt shop. Right? And interestingly enough, I think Doug went and bought a t-shirt, Mark went and bought a t-shirt. So let me show you something here. I am purely having fun with this, but this is real. Okay. I went and made myself a little stupid little design, Degenerate Gamblers Club, and I do it tongue in cheek. You know, don't get all freaked out that I'm calling you degenerate and a loser and everything else. It's called a joke. Okay. It's fun. It's funny. And it's just kind of a direction that I went. And I'm going to be wearing this in Vegas. I'll probably, I was going to buy enough of these. Hell, I got 3 of them on the way. And, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Now, I went and bought an extra large because I don't like tight shirts. So watch it be so huge that it will hang down to my knees. And you know what? I don't care. I do not. I have no shame. I literally do not care. But the funniest one was this. And also, you should be aware, like this was crazy. I had a hoodie developed, and that's probably an outrageous price, but that's what they charge. That's not my price. $104. I'm totally buying one, right? So I went out and got a gray version. So I like that. I did create these graphics myself. So now I am a fashion designer. But I think the funniest one is when I posted this. This is actually, you can actually buy bitter root coffee blend, ground coffee with Degenerate Gamblers Club FX Materi on it. And I said, you too can drink the exact same coffee I'm drinking. And I'll elaborate. When I'm stressing out and staring at my trades and worrying that I overbid, you too can drink the exact same coffee that I do. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I was just laughing at myself. So we'll start kind of doing some stuff, and I'll give these things out as prizes and stuff like that. It'll just be a good time. Do note that this, I wanted people to know this. You can't see it, but this is actually a V-neck t-shirt. So if you don't want a V-neck, don't get the V-neck option. But I don't know. I just thought it was funny. It was a lot easier for me to create a graphic on the black t-shirt than it was any other ones. If you guys want different colors or something like that, let me know. But this is what I'm going with. And it looks like, you know, they ship pretty quick. We'll see. I mean, let me know the few people that ordered these. You don't have to do this. It's more for me. It's like, it's just fun. It's just fun and funny and a little bit of comedy. And I'll get a kick out of it. I might even shed a tear if I see you in the shirt. I did say, if you show up and meet me in Vegas wearing a shirt, I'm totally buying you dinner. Now, if 100 people show up wearing the shirt, I don't know. I don't know if I better start another Forex account, right? But I know that's not going to happen. Very few people in life actually take action. So literally, and I kid you not, and here's the kind of person I am. I'm one person. Like if one person shows up, it's like 1,000 showed up to me, right? I'm already going to be there. I'm doing this. I celebrate life by myself all the time. I don't have an entourage. I don't have a group. I frankly don't hang out with friends. But I will tell you this. I'm a good time to hang out with. I was at the bar the other night, and a couple older ladies started chatting me up. And I'm cool by myself. I'm happy. And they started chatting me up, and I turned and faced them and had a really good time. And they're like, wow, we would not have known. Like, she's like, we watched you stand there at the bar by yourself for an hour. You didn't say a thing to anybody. I go, yeah, I'm happy. And she's like, you have an amazing personality. We would not have known that you were that outgoing. And then they hugged me and kissed me. 2 old ladies kissed me on the cheek and left. I went, wow, that was cool. I don't remember the last time I got a kiss on the cheek. It was just so funny. But I will tell you this. You see me on these lives. You have not seen my true personality. I'd love to joke around, love to have fun. So if you guys want to meet in Vegas, please meet in Vegas. And if you're easily offended, I'm probably not a good guy to hang out with. So that's it for the week. Tell me you're not excited about those results. Look at the comments real quick here. Mark says, all I see is like it's really tiny icon that looks like a drink, a cocktail. Pool party at Terry's. Come on over, baby. All right, cool. So I must be really good. You guys don't ask any questions. Derek says, just bought a cup and shirt. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? I made the basic shirts and launched the store last night. And then I was like, well, let me add some other stuff. What I really want to do, I'm going to do this, guys. I'm going to do this, but I couldn't do it inside of that particular store, is I want to have a Degenerate Gamblers Club trophy. And I want to issue it on a regular basis to people that just do absolutely batshit crazy stuff. I seen somebody the other day enter the AUD CHF trade, I think it was. And they did it on their mobile device, and it was like a little slow, and they accidentally entered the trade 3 times. I'm like, why did you enter that trade 3 times? They're like, the internet froze, and I clicked it too many times. I'm like, that's a Degenerate Gambler trophy right there. Degenerate Gambler trophy. And they were like, what should I do? It was a demo account. I'm like, what should you do? Well, you should not do that ever again. Just set your take profit to the same on all of them, and you'll be profitable. In fact, I'll bet you that person shares his 3 accidental trades in the group. I know it's demo, but hey, it's all in learning experience. That will make massive profit because his lot size was like $20 per pip on all 3 trades all at once. So it's going to work out. In fact, he's probably in profit right now. He, she, whatever. So last night I added the coffee cup, to 2 or 3 iterations of that, because I'm like, I always drink with my right hand. That's my left hand. I always drink with my right hand. And I had the logo facing out. And I was like, well, I want one facing in. So it's probably overkill. The logo's twice on the cup. But I am going to find a trophy, a Degenerate Gamblers Club trophy. In fact, what I might do is go somewhere when I'm back home in Michigan for the summer. I'm going to go find one of those trophy companies and have them build me something like custom and buy like 20 of them and then ship them out to you guys every time I see absolute degenerate gambler type stuff. People starting $497 accounts, bidding a 0.10 lot size, and then sending me screenshots asking me what happened the next day. I'm like, that's a trophy. You're getting a trophy, my friend. Getting a trophy. And then what you have to do is you have to take a selfie with you holding onto the trophy, right? And then we'll add a screenshot of the account that you blew out. Speaking of that, Doug said he took some losses last week because of overbidding. I'm like, Doug, you've been doing this a long time. You get lulled into, wow, this thing is just working. You get lulled into overbidding. I will tell you this, Doug. It's one of the reasons that I built the hybrid feed, or the one profitable trade feed. I think that hybrid feed is something everybody's going to want to plug into. Either that, or there's a lot of management and a lot of ongoing changes you make with the main feed, blocking pairs and turning pairs on and reducing, pairs, subsets, things like that. I really think that hybrid feed is going to be the way to go. And it's going to allow you some stability. We're going to stay out of the crazy pairs, USD, JPY, GBP, JPY. I'll make the announcement if you want to jump into those. I'm not just going to start sending them out. And I think in my idea, I have to be careful what I say here, but typically with that feed, you can bid more, right? Why? Because it's just less volatile, less volatility at any given time. Doesn't mean we can't get into some group and some pair where the entire market makers decided they're going to move it totally against us, but we can manage that instead of having 3 pairs, of the same currency that is all went against us, and it becomes too hard to manage. So anyways, that's it. Happy Friday. I just talked for exactly 60 minutes. I hope you guys find some value in this. Use it as a consulting session if you want help, and ask the questions. And I'm excited to do all of this stuff. Denise was really sweet this morning and said that I'm gonna misquote her, but she was like, "Wow, you're just really available for everybody." Yeah, this is what I do. I mean, this I trade. I have a ton of accounts. All of this stuff's going on. I'm opening up a ton more accounts today. Um, I believe the DX trade copier system in concept. If you're doing that stuff, I'm testing it today. They said that trading is available. We'll see. You'll hear more about that next week, and that applies to the people that are doing kind of like the hedge fund stuff with me, the account doubler type stuff. So, yeah, I'm close to getting it launched, and let's cross our fingers and hope it works. Because if it doesn't, I'll find something else that does for whatever we're trading. So that's it. Appreciate you guys joining me. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. And you know me, I'll be in the group. Chat me up. I'll see you soon.